Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're all having a good week. It's been a hectic week and a half here. Y'all know about my old girl Sadie. She got back from the vet on Monday. Had her tumor removed. She's got a cone of shame. She's doing really well though. I mean, other than that, she don't like the cone. I don't blame her. Would you? Probably not. So I feel bad sometimes when I look at her. It's like, oh, I wish I could take that off, but I know I can't. It's for her own good. But it sucks because I just feel so. She looks at me with them big puppy dog eyes. Dad, please take it off. I'm like, oh, my heart. But I can't. Um, so no major update, diagnosis or anything. I'm still hoping to get to September with her, so it'll be 15 years. I think I might. She's doing really well. You wouldn't even know she had anything wrong with her, to tell you the truth, other than the scar on her and the cone around her head. God love her. But I'm up and down with her all through the day. So I really didn't get a review so much this week. I didn't get to wear anything. I mean, I wore stuff, but I didn't really get to test it. So I don't know. Might do a review on something I wore a couple times. This won't be a in-depth review like it usually is, but I'm just going to do something I want to talk about. I was thinking I was shaving and I had that smell like a man thing on the shaving cream, that the Old Spice shaving cream. I was like, ooh, that'd be a good idea for a video. But I wanted to put a criteria on it. Nothing made before 2000. So I wanted them to be relatively recent, modern. And by smell like a man, I know overly sweet cotton candy, bubble gum, aquatic, heavy dose of light florals and white florals. And I mean, everything's got florals and whatnot. I get that, but I mean, it's not, most of these aren't going to be unisex. I mean, women can wear them. You wear what you want. I've always said that. But I mean, they're men scents. Again, please don't cancel culture me. In the pure essence of the term, they're male. Now that doesn't mean, like I said, they're not no male alpha chest fucking man, club bring woman back to cave. No, they're not alpha male type sense for the most part. They're just manly. There's very little to no sweetness in them. They're not, like I said, you're not getting a heavy dose of white florals and shit like that. It just, you guys know what I mean. The modern sense, especially in the last 10 years, have been, geez, everything that's come out is uber sweet or uber citrus and floral, and which is fine. I like that stuff too. But sometimes you just want to put something on and make a woman go, ooh, that's a man. Women still do that? I don't know. I haven't been on a date in 2 years, really. Shouldn't say that. I've been a couple of dates, but just COVID, not anything else. Just for the last, well, at least year and a half, I really. Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. I'm almost a monk. So anyway, yeah, that's what I wanted to. There's a caveat. One of these was released in 96, but then re-released in 2010, so I'm going to count that. Because the re-release, I guess, is different. I don't really know. I didn't have the authentic. Or I shouldn't say I didn't have the original. I did, but it was years and years and years ago. And I don't remember smelling any different. But anyway, beyond the point. So let's, like I said, don't expect, if you're coming into this expecting Paco Rabanne's, Invictus, or 1 Millions, or Armani Codes, or anything, you're not going to get, these aren't sweet. Again, these just aren't them sweet kind of sense. They're not them. Again, I hate to say it, somewhat effeminate, masculine sense. What's the word I'm looking for? Metrosexual, they're not them kind of sense. There's no Dior Homme, which I fucking love, and you all know that. But quite honestly, it's as feminine as it is masculine. There's none of that. So let's get into it. First one, I'm going to do it chronologically from oldest to newest. And the first one I'm going to do is the one that was technically released the original in 96. Then they said it was re-released in 2010. I don't know if it was technically discontinued and then re-released, or if it was just kind of put on the back burner for a bit, reformulated, then re-released. But anyway, the re-release was 2010. The original release was 96. So this is the caveat. This is the one that you could say, no, you suck. It was released in 1996. You're wrong. From all the internet searching I could do, it was re-released. So Versace, the Dreamer. The older one, from the pictures and everything I seen, the juice was a lot more ambery. I don't remember the color of the juice. Like I said, I had it years ago, just a little bottle of it. I don't remember it smelling any different, but again, that was 20 years ago now. So, well, more than that. But yeah, anyway. Just a nice herbal powdery tobacco, really. Yeah, again, not a whole lot of sweet. There's some sweetness. There's some sweetness to some of these, but I mean, it's not, like I said, what I'm getting at is it's not, you know what I mean? It's not fucking 1 million. It's not Invictus. It's not, again, like I said, any of them type of scents. Very manly. A manly scent tobacco. A lot of these have tobacco. That's a kind of a tobacco and spices and herbs. This is no exception. Tobacco, spices, and herbs. Lavender, a lot of lavender in it. This is more actually tobacco and lavender. A very nice scent. Yeah, just a very nice scent. Good performer on me. A lot of people say this new stuff, oh, it lasts, doesn't last. I got all day out of it. A few times I worn it, tested it, and reviewed it. Got some weird compliments with it. Go back and watch my review. But, yeah. All right, the next one is a 2003 release. A lot of these are my favorites. I like these kind of scents, though. I mean, I do like sweet scents, but I really like scents that aren't overly sweet or feminine. That's just the way I am. Again, don't cancel culture me. I'm sorry. I'm just not very metrosexual. Visit by Azzaro. Just this powdery, incensey, woody scent. Again, performance, not the best projector, but it lasts all day. I love wearing this stuff. Again, none of these are manly alpha men scents, so don't like I say, not expecting that. You're not getting no Paco Rabanne Home or Azzaro or Rive Gauche or any of them barbershops or early, no Polo Green. These are wearable today. You know what I mean? Like, you can wear these today if you want it. Well, you can, because most of them came out in the last 10 years. The next one, chronologically, would be Burberry London, 2006. Oh, nice. Another tobacco, kind of cinnamony, spicy scent. A lot of people call it Christmas in the bottle. I do too. Performance, again, it's one of those ones that is hit or miss for most people. Some people say it's great. Some people say it's horrible. I get not too bad. 7 or 8 hours. Projects for a couple hours. Not a bad scent. Has hints of polo green to my nose without being that loud and aggressive. Yeah, just a tobacco and cinnamon and spices. And again, lavender is going to be a big thing in all of these. There's lavender in this too. I mean, lavender is the man flower. What was that? Burberry London. Let's see if I can find the next one chronologically. I believe it is actually, if I'm doing this right, Dirty English by Juicy Couture. Come out in 2008. Again, a nice woody scent with that hint of oud and just spices and just a nice scent. Dry down. It's got a deep down. It's got a hint of amber. So slight touch sweetness. Nah, I said there's going to be sweetness. It's just not going to be overly sweet, and it's not going to be the main player. Nice scent. The problem with this, like I said in my review, is performance. You've got to fucking load that shit on and reapply every few hours. Projection's not very good, but it's a beautiful scent. Love it. What's the next one? Aha. This is the one that's still expensive. So YSL, La Nuit de l'Homme. Y'all know it, spicy sweet cardamom. To me, cardamom gives a kind of a tea vibe. Always has. Lady pleaser all the way. You guys know it. That's all I gotta say about that. Performance, 4 or 5 hours. Projects for about an hour. Not great, but wish it was better for the price. But anyway, not gonna get into that. All right, what's the next one? And what was that YSL? It was 2009. So from 2009, we jump up to 2013 with Hermann Zinga Umo. I reviewed this one. Very similar to Fahrenheit. Has a lot of similarities. A little more, I'd say more like Aqua Fahrenheit because it's a little more lighter, a little more aquatic. Some citruses off the top, but the main player in this is that violet and woods. Gives you that Fahrenheit kind of smell. Good performer too. Not bad if you 6-7 hours, projects for a couple. Really good perfume, and it's cheap. So where was that one at? All right, so what's the next one? I got them listed here, but not in order. I got the dates, so I'm kind of trying to. So bear with me. Dolce Gabbana Intenso. This one might be discontinued out of all of them. If it is, I think it would be this one. But I don't know. But it's a nice scent. Very similar to the original Dolce & Gabbana. A little different with some hay notes and a little more intense on the lavender. But touch of sweetness with the tobacco. It's kind of it's a dry but slightly sweet tobacco in it. I think that might be some amber. Good performer with this one. I'm not great or anything, but you get 5 or 6 hours out of it. Projects for an hour or so. Very classy, very nice. If you like the original, I said it before, and I think a lot of other people have. If you like the original on reformulated Dolce Gabbana from like the 90s, and you're not digging the new formulation, so I find it fine. But this is closer to that, the older formulation. So yeah, not bad, guys. All right, so that was DG Intenso 2014, 2013. I got 3 left. And they're all 2016, so I guess it doesn't matter which I grab. This is the sweetest one out of the bunch, and it's still not overly sweet. It's like a sweet. It is sweet, but it's not bubblegum or cotton candy type sweetness. You know what I mean? It's a sweet tobacco, like a pipe tobacco, a cherry pipe tobacco. It's sweet. It's smoky. It's tobacco-y. It's Windsor Perron by English Laundry. A beast of a performer. All day. Projects for hours. Just every time I smell it, I'm thinking back to my grampy smoking his pipe. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Sweet pipe tobacco. I can't say any more about it. Sweet pipe tobacco. Perfect. Love that smell. The next is probably the most underrated fragrance, I don't know, ever, but that I know of. And that's Dolce Gabbana. Oscar de la Renta Gentleman. I can't describe this one. I tried in my review. It's hard to describe. It's got a champagne accord. It's slightly sweet, slightly salty, slightly creamy and smooth. Beautiful scent. Surprised it's not talked about more. It got some hype for a couple weeks. A couple big YouTube people talked about it being a hidden gem. It really is. It's beautiful. If you can find it, get it. You won't be disappointed. It's probably the one out of here that I'm going to say just blind buy it. It's different, though. You got to like different. It's not... I just can't describe it. And I don't think anybody else can either, because all the reviews I've seen and read about it, nobody really can describe it. It's like this ethereal thing. It's, you know what it is, but you can't put it all together. The beautiful scent. I got another bottle of it. Because I'm afraid it might get discontinued. It might already be. Again, sorry. The last one is going to surprise some people, because it's not going to surprise them because it's Calvin Klein, because y'all know me, I like Calvin Klein. I'm not one of them snobby reviewers. But I know a lot of you are probably going to be thinking like CK Shock, maybe one of the Euphorias or the Reveal. No. Released in 2016. Eternity for Men Intense. Similarities to the original Eternity. I actually sprayed it on because I just wanted to today. It's got some similarities to the original. It's not quite as sour as the original. It's got some sourness to it. And some sharpness. The main player in this, to me, in the mid, which is the nicest part of the perfume. It's all nice, but the nicest part of the perfume is an iris, but not a makeup-y iris, like your own, more of a sharp, like I said, slightly sour, powdery iris. Just a nice kind of, I wouldn't call it intense. It's a good cologne. Lasts half the day at least. Projects pretty good for an hour or two. But I really like it. Like, really like it. Like, it really... The initial 15, 20 minutes, I could go without. It's a little too much citrus. That sour and sharp citrus they use for Eternity. But once that dies down and the iris comes out to play and take over, very nice. It's got that... You hit the iris right away in the mid, and with the undertone of the citruses and some woods in the base and some moss and musk. Very nice scent. So that was it, guys. 10 smell manly modern scents. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. We'll figure it out. But what I meant by that, like I said, it's not a dig. I like, I'm actually really digging 1 Million lately. The original, I think that's great, and that's super sweet. But a lot of the spices come out now. Maybe I let it sit and it aged or something, I don't know. But, yeah, and I like the Invictus Intense one I got. That's really sweet. So, yeah, not a dig on, these are my type of scents, though. These are the ones that I gravitate to, are the more... I don't want to say traditional, because traditional would be more, like I said, a Zero and shit. But more dry, I guess, would be a word. Because a lot of these are dry scents, There's not a lot of sweet juiciness to them. With the exception of a couple. You got that sweet cardamom. But it's still kind of a dry cardamom, when you think about it. And you've got the sweetness in Oscar de la Renta, but it's, again, this weird, dry, sweet, like I said, dry, woody scents, I guess, is the best way to describe it. It's kind of what I'm drawn to. It's what I like the best. Smoky scents. I love smoky scents. Visits, laundry, English laundry, Dolce Gabbana with the tobacco, Burberry with the tobacco, the Dreamer with it. I mean, I like tobacco. I like that earthy tobacco, that smoky tobacco, pipe tobacco, cigar tobacco. Not so much cigarette tobacco. But yeah, I like the tobacco. That's just what I like. So give me, tell me what you would have included on this list. Maybe do your own top 10, let me know, or your top couple anyway, let me know what you think. Again, like I said, though, not an attack, so don't get on here, oh my god, you fucking Armani code, and, you know, fucking Gucci envy, and, or not envy, I do like Gucci envy, Gucci guilty, and blah, blah. I mean, I like all of them, it's just, A, they're all samey, and B, I'm more attracted to that type of scent. Tobaccos and spices and smoke and yeah, teas and things like that. So yeah, give me what you think would be your top modern man scents. Please, none of the old stuff. Not that I don't love old stuff. Again, y'all know fucking Nazaro and shit like that's my faves. Just want to keep it relatively new and still wearable for most men. Because most men of any age can pull any one of these off. Doesn't matter if you're 15 or 65. You can pull them off. They're not expensive, with the exception of YSL. Maybe Dolce & Gabbana. Might be a little expensive, but the other ones are all under $30. I mean, even the Versace Dreamer, you can get that at Shoppers right now for $19.99. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'll be back with something. I'm maybe going to do a quick review of something I wore this week. I don't know, but I really felt like I didn't get a video out on Monday because it was surgery day with Sadie, and then Tuesday was major recovery day, and she's doing way better today. So I was kind of like, I can take 15, 20 minutes to do a video. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Peace, love, be good to each other.